And hey guys, it is thing came out. Okay, today it is coronavirus day 362. We are literally exactly like 4 days counting today away from 1 year of corona. And of course, I'm just gonna mention something like a coronavirus outbreak at Lindsay. Okay. But of course, today's coronavirus, it is at 1,185 new cases today. And 343 cases are from Toronto, 235 from Peel region, 105 from York region, and 81 is from Hamilton. All other regions reported under 50. Okay. And 6 additional deaths have been reported. Oh no. So, of course, the UK variants have increased again. And this time the UK variant is at 908, which is plus 29. While the South African variant is still at 39, and the Brazilian variant is still at 17. So of course, I'm just gonna go over like what happened. So apparently, on March 5th, at CrossFit, Lindsay, at which is apparently a gym. They So the Haliburton and Kawartha of Heinrich District Health Unit said so apparently 8 new coronavirus cases ended up there, and so it wasn't very troubling. And also to make things worse, so 12 new cases and an outbreak at Lindsay Gym, of course, then which you call so Their Mariposa Elementary School is now currently closed. Which is in the community of Oakwood, which is just west of Lindsay, is following one because of one case. And of course, these students will be like removed. So students in the grade 4 to 8 will online classes will continue until March 18th. And the students in junior kindergarten to grade 3 will remain in remote learning until the health unit says, yep, okay. But I'm not. But there's like one major problem in that. In Peterborough, I'll explain in another video. So, color zone update. If you haven't checked already. So of course, color zones, several color zones of they switched for other regions, and they've moved into all different color zones, and so just to recap, Grey Bruce County, Hastings County, and Prince Edward County, Kingston, Frontenac, Lennox, and Addington region, Leeds, Grenville, Lanark region. In the yellow, Algoma County, Huron, Perth region, Haliburton, Kawartha, Northumberland County, Northwestern Ontario, Renfrew County, and the orange, Brant County, Chatham-Kent region, Eastern Ontario, Halton and Norfolk region, London Middlesex region, Ottawa, Porcupine County, Southwestern Ontario, and Timiskaming County. In red, we have Hamilton, Durham region, Halton region, Lambton County, Niagara region, North Bay Parry Sound region, Peterborough, so Peterborough is in this because in the red because of some post-secondary students at Fleming College, the Peterborough one, and Trent University, the Peterborough one, as well. Several students were attending parties and which landed this Peterborough in the red. Greater Sudbury, Waterloo region, Simcoe Muskoka region, Wellington Dufferin Guelph region, Windsor Essex region, and York region. And in the gray, we currently Toronto, Pure region, and Thunder Bay. So Simcoe Muskoka region is free from that. Congratulations. So colored on, there's like standard rules, which is like, oxygen bars, steam rooms, saunas, and whirlpools, and any personal care services that require you to take off your mask is closed. So haircutting is fine. So liquor is only sold and served from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. So I think a casino does no liquor consumption between 10 p.m. to 9 a.m. the next day. And of course, you need to write your personal information. So name, phone number, and time of entry. So of course, there have been no specific rules that anyone has to follow. It's just green to orange is just 10 people indoors and 25 outdoors for any gatherings of any kind, and of course events is maximum 50 people, and dining at restaurants, bars, gyms, fitness centers, casinos, and venues is maximum 50 people capacity. Green through orange, red. So they have max 10 people at restaurants and bars, gyms and fitness centers, and casinos and indoor event spaces. And of course, buffet style restaurants are closed. Only 4 people maximum to a table. I'm quite sure, so other restaurants in other color zones are also following specific restriction that the government has told them to do. So of course, the super and grocery selling supermarkets, convenience stores, pharmacies, and shops, they're capped at 75. Retail and big boxes, however, they're capped at 50%. Of course, music is cranked down at a normal conversation level to avoid shouting, of course. And of course, there is no spectators for any film, television, or maybe a rehearsal or music performance. And of course, singers, of course, yes, singers and brass and wind instrument players require a certain barrier, similar to the one they use at supermarkets. Of course, gatherings of 5 people indoors, 25 outdoors, and meetings is 10 people indoors, 25 outdoors. While in the gray zone is there's Thunder Bay, of course, with some limited stores that are open at 25% cap. And of course, dining's closed. Driving schools except virtual classes closed. Because gambling of any kind is illegal. Drive-in cinemas are only open, so no live audience, if that rule still applies. So amenities at hotels are closed. Personal care closed. Nightclubs and strip clubs, of course, they have to go restaurant and food and drink style service only, and no social gatherings of any kind. And of course, there's curbside pickup for cannabis stores, libraries, retail stores, shops at malls, which of course there is a designated parking for and non-essential shops. So of course, I mentioned down below Toronto and Peel region specific rules, which is sort of different. which allows vet services and farms and kennels, stables, and shelters to be open only on the designated horse owner can go to that take care of that animal or that horse. Training for horse racing is allowed. No actual horse racing is allowed. Amusement parks are closed. Museums and cultural amenities are set at drive-through, which is kind of, although it may not work for some museums. I can't really imagine people driving through these places with cars. Yeah, they're all crammed, and of course zoos are also non-drive-through. And of course there's the trailers and RVs used for housing. There's the specific rule that if you had the full season contract before November 22nd, yeah, you can use it. Of course, with for the electricity, water, and sewage, and with the recreation service facilities, except for washrooms and showers, which is still open. And short-term bookings are allowed, but of course, after November 22nd, it's short-term visit. You'll have to ask the park themselves. Golf courses and driving ranges are open. Indoor facilities are not. Clubhouse use is limited. Of course, hotels, motels, resorts, and student residents also follow the special November 22nd. They are open for use, but by people who need it. But after November 22nd, it's only for those who actually need it. And household services are allowed. And meetings in defense, which is maximum 10 people, are only for childcare, court, governmental, mental health, and addiction service support. And commercial and industrial photography only. Real estate, you gotta call them. Appointment. And of course, supermarkets, convenience stores, pharmacies, and others selling groceries must cap at 50%. Retail and big box stores at 25%. And indoor malls must screen all patrons. And indoor public. No loitering inside. Organizing indoor public events, social gatherings, and they're only for the same people in the same household. So outdoor events are capped at 10 persons at maximum, and fitness is for professional athletes only. If you're training for the Olympics or maybe the national NHL, NFL, or whatever, that's football league. American football. Well, you know what I mean. Hospitalization is 689 hospitalized with the virus right now. Plus 63, not good. 290 in ICU, plus 8, and 184, and of them are on a ventilator, unchanged. So there's nothing on schools, I see. I don't know. they didn't show this on the show today. So please follow coronavirus safety rules and regulations. Follow your local color zone rules and in your region, depending on what color zone your region is in that you live in, and also please avoid large gatherings, unnecessary large gatherings of any kind, especially parties. You don't want to ruin it and end up giving us wave 3, which might end up because of the coronavirus variants, more specifically the UK variant. So stay safe, folks.